come back to that conversation a little bit later. We are going to be heading in towards Anubis as our first map on the board. And we do have to look and see what is on offer. NiP start on that C side. PERA on the CT side.
Quick out from NiP as well, not wasting any time getting into the fray here. Super fast. Oh my goodness, they're going to go all the way around the world as well. Two ready and waiting for them, but still not really confident to take these fights. It's a lot of damage done, you know. Keen find on the way out. Oh no, there's a team kill in there. And what the hell has just happened on B? They absolutely mow them down. That'll be all she wrote for the pistol.
Yeah, nicely done. Kiakada, Bibu combining really, really effectively. Super easy stuff, it has to be said. Kiakada, of course, the guy close on the cams just there. Nice couple of shots from him. And Bibu backside. Interesting enough as well, Bibu, I wasn't saying on the pistol playing a different position because he's normally, traditionally, he's the A anchor. So interesting to see him. I don't know if that's a change up from yesterday or whether it was just for the pistol. And it seems like actually with him going back towards A now, it was just for the pistol. Bit of steps being heard there over towards main. Nade will come through, but it's all a ruse as they will double back. It's Kaspersky making a move through mid, and he actually is given a decent amount of space here. Nade banks, but won't do too much damage. Nobody up close. Actually, I don't know if that was meant to go through the door for Aaron, but it doesn't.
It wouldn't have made a real difference. There's no one on that side of the door at that point. There is now. Ready to go here, DGL. Got to be careful. It is a dangerous, dangerous angle at the back there, but he gets overwhelmed quickly. Aaron has taken a dink down to 4 HP. Bibu maybe going to get overwhelmed. Playing it well, though. In and around the corner. Aaron stands strong. They lose the 1. The M4 recovered. And PERA move up to 2 swiftly.
Nice. Easy. Pretty simple. All things considered. No complaints at all. I think for PERA, just make sure those sort of rounds don't have any sort of long-term effect in terms of, you know, maybe too many casualties or anything of the rest. So, simple and effective. But yeah, we do need to see now what the response is going to look like for NiP. In towards a full buy. We want to see these guns come in towards play and set that tempo like we spoke of. It's the benefit of the T side. You don't get too many of them, but T side, Anubis, is probably as good as it gets, really. Spamming in towards mid. Well spotted by the youngster. So continue sort of playing around this position. Looks like the bomb wants to head towards A, and there's a double stack for PERA to meet them.
Slow roll here. NiP just not even really expending that much utility, which is usually the case the early stage of Anubis rounds. Smoke towards mid, displaying some presence, but they really are taking this quietly now.
And a Molotov will meet them both at hieroglyphs here, and of course running towards mid, so it's going to slow down that clock a little bit, but it's still got 50 seconds. Not in an immediate rush, but got to make a decision. And it's not a good one for the youngster over faces, and Aaron's experience will delete him. Bibu. Playing, yeah, backside. Hoping for a fight. He might be giving one a second. He's got the support too. DGL going to get caught by Wrinkle. Max is going to find one of his own as well, but Aaron will answer back, but he can't double it down on site. So it puts Kiakard out now into a 1v3, and he can hear the rotation of Alex. He should be able to get him, but he fluffs his lines. Nice shot from Alex. Good stuff. NiP, that's a good first round to put on the board.
One of the big things from Alex, actually, since joining this NiP side as well, he has been a little quieter as a player at times during the tier 2, the tier 1.5 that the riders were able to find. He was really, really solid. Really great for that team. So he's definitely taken a hit since moving. If that's something that he can improve upon quickly here, I think it'll pay dividends for this NiP new look roster. Taking a chance on him for sure. You know, Movistar Riders were a team that bounced around quite a bit. Sometimes they were really great, sometimes less so. Aaron going to open us up here, though, with one of those saved weapons.
With Poya on towards just a pistol. This round, generally you would say should be one-sided, but they sometimes are a little precarious, these ones. You can't count them out. Every now and again, they can make them a little bit dangerous. That 5-7 at close range can be brutal, and especially if DGL and the AWP start getting going. You know, we spoke a lot about Kiakado coming in towards this game, but DGL is probably the main port of firepower. When he gets going, so difficult to take down. Zaren's up close, will be caught. Maxter gonna get one of his own, and Poya's pistol pushed away.
Alex close to the action here. They need to get a return frag quickly, especially if they can do it before the regroup happens. It's a quick A main flank. I do like this idea from NiP here. DGL with that up. Does manage to find one. Oh my god, Wrinkle fearless to bring it down. Okay, not ready for them to come in from A main though. Alex gets plucked out of the air, and Kiakado, the second man in, will get a huge round here for PERA.
Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. I mean, Wrinkle gave it a good go. Not to be. Numbers made the difference. DGL started it, and well, Poya and Kiakado will close it. As you said, that 5-7 can be a little precarious, and that was exactly the case. Wonderful work. Bit by bit, we see PERA themselves start to showcase what they've got in the locker. This is a side that you can't sleep on. Actually, a lot of good moments against Complexity. Really were able to showcase their talent, their ability as a side. You know, sometimes you can come in towards these sort of games and maybe overlook some of the tier 2 teams or the sides who don't get as much LAN experience, but I don't think you can in PERA's case. They have got a lot of individual talent. PERA going to call for a timeout. Conversation to be had. Of course, Corey jumping on the mic. Player turned coach for this one event. I don't think we'll see him remain as a coach. I think, you know, he's a very solid player. His time and experience on, you know, Sangal, whenever played Rare Atom in Asia for a little bit, alongside Fuzi, was a very rogue signing. I think even he would admit that, but not going to say no to the opportunity. Of course, last time out, I think we saw him was probably at the Rare Atom at Blast, I want to say. Blast Showdown, but don't quote me on it. Either way, though, I'm sure we'll see him back in the server at some point. Only like 25 years of age, so he's got plenty of time. NiP, AK, and a few upgraded pistols is all they've got to work with. Not a force buy, though, so at the very least, they should have money next round for the full investment. And once again, going to test A. They've at the very least got a decent space towards A with the bomb plant, so that's a positive sign.
Quick move here from NiP. Oh, the flashes are so good. The kills, not so much. Bibu, I mean, finding one there was pretty good from him. Still, all these smokes around make life very difficult for the CTs. They're going to be able to rotate in quickly, however, and get the drop. Bomb gets planted. Not a bad result for NiP with the minimal investment, as it were. They only take one kill with them. Maybe wanted to do some more damage than that.
Yeah. Honestly, the big thing is that NiP are seeing decent space towards that site, right? They're constantly getting bombs down. They're constantly getting the chance to set themselves up in a post-bomb position. It's just, you know, unfortunately, for them, it isn't working. They aren't getting that, I guess, that space that they'd really want. But I still think, all in all, they can't be too annoyed with that, right? They're coming in with a lowish buy. Walking away with a bomb plant and now the ability to buy in here. So they're fine. He's in the corner. Cardao, swing and a miss. Wrinkle, so quick. Lovely shot.
That's what we want to see more of. We need Wrinkle getting into the game. As we said in that pre-show, the head turner for this squad. Bibu, so blind. They give him time to correct, but Max, they're still going to win out the fight. My God, his head is in that monitor. I don't know if you've caught that on the player cam. The A-bomb site, meanwhile, going to be left completely open here. I don't think PERA will be able to do anything about this now.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I'm going to go down. I think you probably just save it. You know, Poya's taken damage and Course got an AK-47. I don't think it's worth the risk of losing this for nothing. So yeah, keep hold of what you got. And yeah, well, that'll be that, right? Pretty simple, pretty easy. All in all, NiP still need a lot more for us to be convinced, but this is decent. We are seeing these moments, these instances where potentially they can start to climb back into this bit by bit, moment by moment. I still think PERA in more than a comfortable spot, though. I don't think they're under any pressure at the moment. None of that themselves. Save, reinvesting towards the next, drop rifles over towards Bibu and Kiakardao. I think probably the only thing that I might want to see a little bit more happen is potentially a little bit more of an active A defense. It's without a doubt, A is their biggest weakness right now. There's no two ways about it. They've got to try and find a way to plug this hole. NiP are seeing this and they're exposing it. BB's been overwhelmed. And a lot of this probably comes out of the preparation too, because this happened against Complexity. BB had a really poor game. Time and time again, getting a lot of space. Scrim was finding so much mileage on that T side against BB going towards A. And I think probably NiP are realizing this. I want to see PERA try and do something a little different. Maybe either play full retake or even actually off the rip, play quite aggressive and try and see if you can get into towards fights.
Oh my goodness. 1 for 1 straight out of the gate here, sir. So PERA trying to lay down the law with it a little bit. NiP again leaning towards A. Really fancying that bomb site at this point. It is a quieter start as that first exchange. Quite explosive. NiP, though, they will burst forwards. A looks ripe. It's felt pretty good. They obviously had that half buy that, yes, they may not have found the round. They may not have found many kills, but they managed to get into the site quite cleanly, quite quickly. It's all for Alex towards mid, though. Lurking around, hoping to spot somebody, and they have called off A slowly but surely, making their way over. Flash comes in. Alex just a little asleep at the wheel as they get the better of him. Long-range spray goes the way of PERA. Now maybe the round does too. Bomb plant again will be successful here. Wrinkle and Blue Phoenix to do it all.
Not easy. This is not easy. Gonna try and make a little move as they come through. Wrinkle tagged. At the very least, I think he's got having the AWP is the perfect thing for the situation. And he's dropped a bit of util to maybe give Blue Phoenix a favorable fight in this post plant. In comes the flash. Will blind up two, but Kiakada's backside. It's dicey. Down goes Wrinkle. Swing and a miss from Blue Phoenix. Kiakada, 3 kills in total. Really good round from him. Couldn't even been AWP collected and he will get it. So they get all the benefits out of that one. Real nice stuff. Kiakada, again, it really this kid plays. Stepping up in towards fights, taking on some of the kind of slightly bigger names, right? And going against big organizations. Complexity yesterday, NiP today. And showing that he's not even remotely scared about it. Fair play. This is good. Really good work from him. Yeah. What's called? Timeout. And of course for this exist, I mean, for him it's a it's not the easiest of conversations. They haven't really found all too much. He's got a pretty tough job as well, right? You can't really have that big of a game plan when, you know, this is probably not the team that you go with going forward. It's just kind of for now, right? So it is very tough for him. You got to feel for him. He's got to try and make do with what he's got, but also still try and get a respectable performance. The heroic game was good yesterday. There was really decent moments. It was a pretty close series overall. In the end, it was a 2-0 though. And fundamentally, that's all that matters. It's not about how many rounds you get, it's just about who wins.
It's true. It's true. You know, you speak the truth, my man. So we'll see here. NiP have to bounce back. They've had some decent moments, relatively well put together, but it's PERA who continue to convert and look pretty good when the pressure is on. You know, obviously their pick, so feeling good about them, but NiP not really competing all that much T side of Anubis, etc. You know how it goes by now. Get a card out. Hidden away at dark, it looks to be more of a B lean this time from NiP.
Yeah, bomb not committed, I guess, is the only thing. They're going to poke and prod. If they do go B there, they could be in a lot of trouble. Very interesting that PERA are so happy to leave A so on demand, despite the kind of unsuccessful attempts they've had in terms of, you know, keeping hold of it and losing it quite constantly. Good fight, though. Alex will find the first. Kiakada caught. It's an important kill. But he's met over smoke.
Bibu. Ready to go here on the A-bomb site. Hidden away in an angle that you might not expect all that often. Yes, Heaven, but on that side, you know, he could swing out ahead of a smoke here. Molotov goes in. That'll force him through. Oh, it's difficult. The flames get him. and also block his vision ever so slightly. 4v3. Do they really want to give this a go? That A bomb site has been absolutely swarmed, and there's still this lurking presence. Kaspersky not really finding anything just yet, but he will get the drop. Oh, the timing on both of them there. That is kind of ridiculous. However, it's the man up top that gets it done. That should be the round. DGL on the way out with the AWP. Certainly damage coming in, which is decent, to be fair. They've got a good lead. Not as much cash built up as they would like, but they take some money and weapons away from NiP.
Yeah, so at the very least, there's a silver linings, but it's NiP, at least, you know, bit by bit getting in towards this. We're starting to get a little dicey. We are starting to see a little bit of a move come through where this NiP side are closing the gap. Just a slow start to the T side, which is now being kind of caught up with, right? This is good. Good play from, especially coming through mid there as well. Just making sure they don't get that wrap back through water. Good kind of readjustment. It's Alex who starts things off as well. Bibu only getting one through heaven, I think it's quite a costly thing in the flames. If he could maybe have got two, or at least got one and got out, then potentially there could have been a world to work with, but it's not to be. Now we're at 5-3. PERA, do you have a buy, but it will require MP9 on the hands of Bibu. And utility a little limited across PERA here, right? You're seeing most of them have 2 or less bits of util left already.
Oh my goodness, Poya gets a nasty surprise. It's Kaspersky in with 2 though, on the double entry. NiP in a pretty good spot here. Aaron trying to spam away through the smoke, and 1 bullet does land, but it's not really enough to scare us just yet. I'm going to go down. Smoke dissipating here towards dark. The AWP was trained, but he slightly pulls off towards the end there. It's a panicked shot anyway. Bibu getting a good catch with the timing. Looking for a bit more. He's going to get it. MP9. Oh my god, mowing through them. Aaron's also chimed in. Wrinkle's got it all to do. He finds the first up close. But the pace is picked up exponentially. And the pressure mounting. But he stands as strong as he can. The AWP can only do so much. However, DGL will finish it off. And a big, big wrestle back there from PERA. It's close on the defuse, but I'm pretty sure he has just about got it. 6th round coming in.
Yeah, nice. Good stuff. I mean, at the tail end as well, it's quite a chaotic one, but they actually play it quite passively once the site is lost. They just slow things down a bit. In PERA, it's actually well done, right? The worst thing you can do in that situation is the second there's that kind of chaotic fight coming in and the barrage of utility is actually to rush, right? Fly into the fight and give them opportunities to be overwhelmed. It's not the case. The DGL, good stuff from him at the tail end, but all in all, great work. And PERA just keeping this lead in their favor, keeping this a sort of control, I guess you could say, over the game we've got at the moment. NiP, of course, are going to more than happily try and utilize this pause themselves. Interestingly enough as well, they got Alex sitting in this second seat rather than, of course, you usually have your in-game leader in the middle. But I guess he wants to try and maybe micromanage the youngster a little bit, which I think is probably fair enough. He's had, you'd assume, little to no time to really practice with this team. Of course, the res news was kind of dropped quite abruptly. It was like midway through last week. And with some sort of virus or something. Obviously, OP gets better, but yeah, tough, man, right? It's a big loss to lose somebody of his caliber for this team, especially, and Alex going to try and do what he can to support the youngster. Only been in the academy side for, like you said, like less than a month, and now already been pulled up to the main team.
Bit quick, innit? But sometimes that's how the situation goes. Rushing in through middle here, not finding much success. Wrinkle though, double spray down. It's just too many around him. Maxter on Lidig. A bomb to recover and 3 kills to find, essentially. Oh my goodness, in the flames. A bit cheeky, but it's enough to distract him. They all get involved there. DGL to take the kill in the end. PERA looking really convincing here as they move up to 7.
Yeah, very simple round there as well, played by them. That time, they're not showing any respect. They go straight into the fight. Exactly what you want to see as well. Make sure you don't give them any sort of a a way in towards what has generally been a little bit of a weakness actually for PERA, being that a site that time it's anything but simple, effective, nice and easy. So 4-round lead, penultimate round on the board as well, and there really has not been a lot to offer the NiP side. They go a little bit quick, it seemed, and they pump the brakes. I don't want to give too much of a fight, but Kiakado, nice opener, good work from him. Really nice and easy to put that pistol to bed. And of course for NiP, grouping in the smoke here, they've only got Glocks, so we're not expecting a hell of a lot.
Oh, Aaron. This unbreakable spot at the back end of middle, always popular. And you can see why. He baits him in for some easy kills. Looking, honestly, just really comfortable. You know, yesterday a little panicked in places. They were dejected, the mental, a bit all over the place, really. We, you know, joked about it a bit, but fist bumps and whatnot. You can see Corey, every round he's in there, he's keeping the vibes up, and some of them just weren't really reciprocating.
Yeah.
So they're looking a lot better.
Oh, they are.
For sure.
Good.
They've had a convo about it, and it's a winnable game here. It's a winnable game now, for sure.
Yeah. But lads, right? This is, you know, for us, absolutely doable. And NiP are in flux. Not exactly put up the best results. And well, for us, we're a team who've obviously made changes ourselves, but they've had the time to practice where, yeah, like I said, I'd actually love to know from NiP how much notice they were kind of given with Rez's illness and how much time Kaspersky had to work with. Who knows? Wrinkle. Nice shot from him, though. Deletes the AWP. The AWP itself, we picked back up by Bibu, who tries to make it work, and Poya is shipping guns back. He's making sure the AWP doesn't fall into the wrong hands through main here. Back into the 4 versus 4, and NiP just startled a tad.
No one around, of course, for NiP to meet here. As that final minute starts to tick down, they have to make a decision. It looks like it will be B. Presence, of course. No utility remaining for that CT side to keep them out, so just going to come down to the fights. Poya, though, has been looking so good. Brick wall effect over on B for sure. Kiakado just gets a nade in, little flash around the corner, try and gather some information. Kiakado bested instantly. Poya, they might know behind the side. Meanwhile, Lurk is in. Oh, and that is so rough. NiP will get it done at the tail end of the half. All the same, sporadic rounds, as you can see there. Quick little scoreboard spot. Not the best T side from them. They know it. They'll look to improve now into the second half.
How do you guys rate your chances of getting through 4 teams from the group, make it to the playoffs?
I think everything is possible, especially in CS2, and I can say that on the LANs, it's much different than online games. I think like the LANs in CS2 is a really good game because every like the server like feeling like it's more smoothy, in my opinion. So everything is possible. It's CS2, and we can go to the playoffs for sure.
I got a controversial one for you, mate. People on at home, you know, they talk some shit about PERA. They saw you guys onliners. Does that give you guys like an extra thing of motivation to prove them wrong?
It depends. For example, when I'm playing online games and people saying about this stuff, it's really hard to play it, especially for me. Like sometimes I have I'm taking it seriously because whatever we're going to do in the online games, people will not notice it. because whatever you're gonna do, if you're gonna play good or not, they will say that you are cheating. So basically, on the online games, I don't have that motivation like to show them on the LAN, because they only look at the LANs right now. So this is the way that we need to show here. Not online, it's only on LANs to show it now. So we are here to prove it something.
Yeah, I remember watching you guys during the IMI. You were getting loud, you were making a bit of noise. You felt like you had something to prove. So another opportunity not that far away with a new roster. Anything you want to say to the people at home?
Thank you for the support. And yeah, I love you, mom and dad. I love you. And keep watching us. And we're not gonna disappoint you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back in, everybody. A great showing there from PERA. Absolutely. They are flying on this map, I think it is safe to say. Look, it's a good map for them. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, but the NiP side not giving us an awful lot of anything. A few sporadic rounds here or there, albeit with the rifles. So that is something to consider. As we have talked about at great length, the pistol differences are big. So if NiP can kick themselves off well here, maybe their individuals who are not looking too bad can get it going. Julie's around the corner. They wait patiently. Blue Phoenix does well to come in and trade things out. Only a second kill of the game, but potentially the CT side is where he opens up. He knows there's another one here in towards mid. What's going out on that A-bomb site? Oh my goodness. DGL surely has done enough. 2 versus 1 now for Maxter.
Yeah, surely doable for the PERA side. Maxter, so much to do and no real information bar the bomb itself. It just doesn't know where these guys are coming from. They're so split up. One in for the flank. Max is going to go looking. He has to go looking. He can't just sit on the bomb. But in doing so, BB will just pick it up and walk away. So Max has left it. He went searching towards stairs. Nobody came. That'll be BB getting a plant out here, and he's going to plant 4 main. Actually, the perfect place to play this from, right? You got his teammate in through water. Does he even know where his plants? Of course, from mid. I'm assuming he'll now know. This towards A. As he makes a move. And the fact that they're not spotting him, they've got to assume that he's now going to be coming through mid in some way. They've got to know this. They're playing water. They planted 4 main itself. This is the perfect post plant. Max has got a really tough job here in the clutch, and he hasn't got a lot of time. He's got to go here and now. He's got to try and find these kills and get on it. The time's already running out. Flash in the corner. It's too little, too late. He's looking for the kills. It's so scrappy, and he won't even get those. Damage, but it wouldn't have made a difference even when he got them. He had no time to defuse with no kit. And PERA continued really on a pretty triumphant run here. This is a really good first map.
Not by himself, I suppose, unfortunately. Yeah, it's kind of a tough one, though. Just too far away. But yeah, PERA looking really, really good, as we'll continue to say, man. And, you know, it may well be scrap heavy. It may well be about the fights most of the time, but they are playing confidently. And we just had a little bit there in the halftime break from DGL saying that, you know, LAN is spurring them forwards. LAN is giving them the correct headspace. Online, it can be a bit tough. They don't have a lot of fans from time to time. Let's just say that. You know, he obviously went into it a bit deeper. I don't necessarily want to give credence to rumors, but, you know, there is always, we're in the online space now. There's always 1 or 2 teams that start doing well, and then people ask a lot of questions about why they're doing well, basically.
Yeah, I gotta say as well, I was always never in the camp of really thinking this PERA team. I mean, they came to the RMR, didn't really do all that much at the RMR, fair enough, but it's tough competition. Pro League is giving them a much better shot.
Am I right in thinking they filmed their perspective getting into the RMR and everything? This
is where I was. I got asked by some other people in the scene saying, we've cast them a bunch of times saying, do you think PERA are cheating? And I was like, no, because they proved it, right? Well, at the very least, they proved it for the RMR, right? If you wanted to take anything, you can. I mean, pretty sure they're still up, but you can actually go and find all 5 of them who qualified. I think for every game of the Open Qual, they had a camera with a tripod set up behind them, filming them and their screens for every single game. I put it on YouTube. And I watched a couple of them. I watched Aaron's perspective in a couple of them, and it was, yeah, there we go, right? That's like, how else are they going to find a way in? You know what I mean? So I think people just, is one of those things people do really question and doubt when teams come out of nowhere and start doing well, but credit to them. Alex not cleared on the close. DGL gonna fall as well. Aaron doesn't actually want to take the fight. He's got the bomb, but Alex just goes into the spam angle. He didn't need to. Kaspersky gonna try and reclaim some space. He's actually stuck backside. I don't know they know he's here, but the flash at least forced them to pump the brakes.
Hidden away. They've surely got to check a few angles. Yeah, Molly goes in. Second time of asking. He does well under pressure. Kept them in this with that kill. England Blue Phoenix late to the party. Bomb picked up, taking its time to get planted. So at the very least, these rotators will have plenty of time to close the gap before the bomb goes down. Kia Cardao, it's aggressive from him. Nade goes in. I don't think Bibu quite respects how close they are. Fate coming in and just splitting the difference. It's a bit tough there. He was left in a difficult situation. NiP, big round.
Yeah, honestly, really needed. It felt like, honestly, losing that, and they might have already started to get kind of mentally a little bit checked out. That would have been really putting them on the back foot. They've got a mountain to climb to get back into this game. There's no two ways about it, but that's the sort of round that could potentially really bring things back to a doable affair. Blue Phoenix, he's had a really poor game. There's no two ways about it, but it's a good round out of him individually. Absolutely needed. We haven't really seen too many opportunities across the board. It's been pretty dire, pretty dicey at times for PERA. Not for PERA, for NiP, may I say. Very easy for PERA. But, yeah, that could potentially be the start. NiP, we just need to see consistency. There's no two ways about it. Consecutive rounds on the board. The only way they're going to find themselves back in. But, smiles all around. You look across the kind of the cameras of PERA. They're feeling pretty good. We have a little tech issue. Only a brief one. I'm going to assume on the NiP side. But I say that, I don't see a referee towards either. So for now, who knows? Who knows what it is?
Well, the tactical pause, what would you call it? Graphic? It's not really a ticker. It's not like a lower third. Pop up. Anyway, it's gone. So when that disappears now, we're about ready to get in game.
Yeah, exactly.
I've only been here a week or two now, but I think I've figured that one out. Pop shot misses. DGL actually going to take some early damage. Aid as well. It's tiny chips. It's nothing substantial, but it's nice for NiP to have that slim advantage.
Phoenix popped out. Nobody around this corner, so it's towards A main. Got some decent space to work with. Bit of a janky buy as well for PERA. You've got a Glue and a Mac 10 in play, but then a double AK AWP set up. So especially if maybe the likes of the Mac 10 or the Glue were to fall, they could actually be tempted to save and just go back for the next. Off the C, smoke missed. Pretty sure the smoke didn't make it over. Yeah, it's stuck up there. Right, it's meant to go right where Maxter is. Second time I'm asking, one will come through, but an extra one did miss, so that does force them. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, forces them to kind of pump the brakes a little bit. You threw that a little bit too high, caught the lip and didn't bounce down.
Dangerous swing out from Wrinkle, nearly loses his life. He's back in for a bit more though, he ain't afraid. Did talk about this guy being brave and the HP, it makes the difference there. Hoya kicks off 5v4. Good catch coming out from Kia Cardao as well. PERA back on track. But the rotation's quite fast. Maxter, first one in. Oh, nearly 2 for him. Robbed a bit. And Alex can't track that player. Another dink. You got to be joking. Blue Phoenix, nothing he can do a save to roll round.
He'll keep what he's got. And the thing is he going to be given the luxury of a save? Who knows? Because Poy is making a move here. Push him out. This has been such a good performance from PERA. There's very little we can say negatively to them. And Poya, who came in towards that fight with like 45 points of HP or something, wins it out. Takes a tag, but just rips off Blue Phoenix's head. Super good work coming through, man. This is, you know, NiP getting absolutely decimated. Not even close at the moment. I was never going to call for their third and final pause in regulation. They would get one more if they push it towards OT, but let's be frank, there's not a lot shown so far this game that even suggests that's a possibility. Seriously good work. Seriously good work. Looks like they're going to force it. So they don't even want to play for the chance of OT. They're playing to try and settle this in regulation. And I mean, that is the risk itself. It's kind of now or never with this buy coming through. Alex in towards a FAMAS, a few upgraded pistols, bits of utility, but it's not great. He's got Alex and Max at double FAMAS. Double Deagle coming out for Kaspersky, and Wrinkle. Blue Phoenix will get himself an MP9. The real benefit, I guess you could say, is Kiakado's been nice to start off the round. So potentially, could be in the FAMAS and the MP9, maybe even in the Deagle, get a chance at a kill on towards him.
Double nade. Ooh, it's close. Kaspersky tries to use the gap on the smoke. There's no one behind it. Rough fight here for NiP. Molly coming down. Doesn't find anyone just yet. Again, PERA taking their time, getting some early util out, trying to lower some HP bars.
DGL. Raw. Posted. This will allow as well rifles start moving their way forward. Everybody swings, he can delete them at range, but the rifles can get up and close and personal. That's what they're going to do. They are running a little low on util both sides. You got Smoke Molly Flash over towards NiP. And then a bit of a belt on Bibu. Molly Flash with DGL and Kiakard out. They're making a move though. Double stack pushing through under carpet. Bibu's just missed opportunity. Hasn't spotted them. I don't know whether the radar's on the damage, but yeah, Bibu will double check back in and get his. Deagle. Shots. We'll find one from Wrinkle. The MP. No, oh my God, Bibu was falling. I can't believe it. He finds Blue Phoenix with a falling kill. He will be traded, but the bomb will go down.
That is pretty nuts. Oh my goodness. We'll see. Has it created the space? Has it evened things up? Has it just... Oh my God, throwing a spanner in the works. DGL nearly in for the collapse, but he finds both of them anyway. It'll make a difference if it's one bullet or two. They'll be happy for 12 to come their way. And PERA, it's almost a masterclass, you know? 12-5, NiP. You know, we said first map might be difficult, sure, but this is a real one-sided affair, real checkout.
There's just no competition right now. It's the real worrying thing. Oh, man. There's so many moments coming through of a PERA. You can just sing their praises. So many individuals finding these real ones to make a difference. And, you know, arguably as well, two of the guys who were maybe most important to this team yesterday, that are Kiakada and that are DGL, actually haven't offered up a huge amount here. But then there's Bibu, who's absolutely revitalized himself. He had a really poor series. No two ways about it. Like a 0.71 rating. My God, as he steps up to the play. And Aaron, fair play to him as well. Not bad. Okay. Kaspersky, little rogue, little random as he pushes through. But this is looking like the beginning of the end here. Nice and easy. Wrinkle, Blue Phoenix, all that's left. Now 2v4.
Wrinkle having a bit of a track here. Will manage the kill.
Oh,
Spam
bye-bye.
down though, yeah, they were ready for him. Just kept the spam coming. I mean, why not when you are one to the good? Blue Phoenix. Last line, he's got an AK, he's got a kit. This would be a hell of a thing if he could pull it out of the bag. Making a lot of noise. Reload comes out and down. He will go 13-5 as PERA with a hell of a showing there. Very, very strong Anubis coming out from them. And this could blow the series wide open if they keep the play up like that. A lot of the NiP players looking uncomfortable against this kind of team.